accessible to all. This is the work of each and every one of us, and especially belongs to those who have the means to bring about meaningful and lasting change. And so in the spirit of our various faith traditions, we come together here this day in prayer, and also with a shared commitment to do the hard and persistent work. We lift our voices to our all-loving God and hold in our hearts the victims of so much senseless violence, those whose lives have been taken and those loved ones left behind to mourn and seek answers to the agonizing question, why? For them in the entire city and our community here in Western New York, please join me in our prayer. Let us pray. O Lord our God, in your mercy and kindness, no thought of ours is left unnoticed, no desire or concern ignored. You have proven that blessings abound when we fall on our knees in prayer. And so we turn to you in our hour of need, surrounded by violence and cries of justice. We hear your voice telling us what is required, only to do justice, to love goodness, to walk humbly with your God. Fill us with your mercy so that we in turn may be merciful to others. Strip away pride, suspicion, and racism so that we may seek peace and justice in our communities. Unity.
Pray for peace and an end to violence in our community. I want to thank all of the clergy who are praying for peace in our community and those who have been on the front lines. Our clergy, the members of the Buffalo Police Department, our Deputy Police Commissioner Barbara Lark is here, our District Attorney who is with us, John Flynn, all members of law enforcement that have been working together to bring an end to violence. I want to recognize peacemakers and the many citizens who have been on the front line, the many residents of this community who have all been working together to make a difference and to end violence in this community. Yes, we know that prayer works and prayer has power. And I know that the collective prayers of all of us here today and so many others across the city and region will have an impact on the increase in violence that we've seen in the city of Buffalo. Sadly, Buffalo is not alone in the increase in violence that we are seeing. This is a phenomenon all across the country. And it is important for us to pray for an end of the violence, to pray for peace. But I also ask, as mayor of the city of Buffalo, that...
Thank you, Mayor.
Organizing things in my life. And I obviously, my faith to the office each and every day. And, I was asked a question last week when we had an anti-violence community. I forgot one of the most pastors and the clergy who are now out in the community.
That the violence will continue against one another, that Christ is no longer here on earth.
Is Pastor Giles out here in the crowd? I know he was planning on attending, so something must have come up. I would like to say, these and children, how near and dear that. Next, I would like a conversation with him on the phone, and really his...
Jesus Christ, it is concerned about our world as they make unity and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways. Then we will hear from heaven. He will heal the land. I believe that this is in unity and love. We see all races coming inside of the ER. We see all ages coming in. What will happen if this become a lifestyle?
Quell's name, so I wanted to make sure he'll be representing as he is our.
I think that District Attorney Flynn and Deputy we held a prayer service, and then there was the press conference on how our government is trying for peace. The praying part, I think we've got pretty well down.